you guys. I'm so excited. All right, let's get right into this thing. Woo!
It's time for another On the Spot. On the Spot.
Can you tell me a little about this car parked out back that you've been talking about? How long did it take you to put that together, and what is it about this project that got you so excited? Why that car?
I've just always really liked the 1960 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was designed by Harley Earl, which was one of the great General Motors designers back in the 50s and 60s. You can see it's obviously got the big tail fins. The 59 is the really iconic Coupe de Ville or Eldorado, all those cars from this day. It's got the giant tail fin with the kind of rocket style headlight or tail light. But this car, I always just like that it's a little cleaner, still got the big fin, but a little bit of a sleeker look. Found it in California 8 years ago and just decided to pull the trigger. So I've worked on it a little bit. I've redone the interior, redone the suspension. It's on airbag suspension, which is how it sits so low. But other than that, it's just kind of a driver, which is really what I like. I don't like my cars to be totally perfect. Sometimes you feel afraid to go drive them if they're like that. And so this thing's it looks better maybe from 10 feet away than it does up close, but that's perfect for me.
I love it. I love the car so much. The Van Halen livery didn't quite make it for Andretti this weekend. Did that deal falling apart lead to your involvement this month, or was that deal being worked on for you?
That actually was something I'm not totally aware of,
Oh.
So, that was something that I think another driver was working on, and it didn't happen, and that kind of opened the door for my program to actually take flight. So, while I'm sorry for that driver and that partnership, that would have been really cool. At the same time, obviously, I'm very grateful for the opportunity that it gave me. So.
The MGD throwback livery at Road America in 2019. Was that something being put together before our chat at St. Pete? Champ Webb just ran a very popular Twitter tournament where your dad's MGD car did well. Would it be cool to do something like that in Indycar, or does it seem too gimmicky?
I think we should do it. I mean, liveries are fun, right? Every week we do something a little bit different. Dad's MGD car was a classic. It'd be fun to do some more throwbacks, for sure. And I think that people would respond, really well to that. But we should definitely do some more. Maybe you can inspire that and make that happen for us.
Do it! IndyCar, that's probably not watching, but should be. Did I help influence all that? And how did Greenlight not make that into a diecast?
It's a good question. Actually, I do have a diecast because somebody custom made one for me. I don't know why it's not a diecast, but I do think we'll just give you credit and say it was all you. I'm not really sure because I'm not super involved in those decisions either. But I do think if you like that, you'll probably like Takuma's car at Indy this year. So that'd be cool because obviously 30 years of RLL, we're starting to do all these throwbacks. My United Rentals cars really looks like my dad's Miller Lite car. There's going to be a couple more coming. I think you'll like Takuma's at Indy if you like that.
Do you think if you didn't become an IndyCar driver, you would become one of the pit crew guys?
No, I don't think I would have done that, quite frankly. I think, there are a lot of other things I was interested in. Business school, I would have liked to be a stock trader, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
surprising, right?
That's very surprising. I didn't expect that. You got to ride around with Mario Andretti in the two-seater, but how about a car swap test session with NAPA auto partner Alexander Rossi? How do we make that become reality?
Well, I have invited Alexander Rossi. He came out to a couple of our races. He came out to Indy after he had just won Watkins Glen a couple of years ago. And I asked him if he wanted to hop in the funny car, and he gave a quick no. So
he said he's game, but you weren't really feeling it. You're not all that curious about going over 300 miles per hour or even a burnout on the line?
I'm sure he would love to do a burnout and make a launch someday. We'd love to make that happen. It'd be fun. I love having him as a teammate. So.
I am not interested at all in driving Ron's NAPA funny car. We've talked about it. He would be great in an Indy car, I think.
And I would love to take one of his cars for a spin.
We've actually done some NAPA events where we do indoor karting together, and everyone's blown away with his ability. He's like, guys, I grew up racing through road courses and stuff, so I'm not just a guy that can drive in a straight line. So I think he'd do well in an Indy car. But I get nervous standing, watching the launch of a dragster. So the last thing I want to do is strap myself into that.
But the fact that he nicknamed his race car Baby Girl, I would feel a little strange, almost like I'd be taking his girlfriend or out for a spin, and I don't want him to get upset at me if I did something to it. So, with that being said, I'd love to do it, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
You get those rides with Penske, those test sessions. He seems to give a lot of those out, like Ricky Taylor got one. And
That's a good question. I've been there for 9 years now. I haven't gone yet.
Have you ever asked him?
I have. So, I haven't been in it yet, so we'll see. Hopefully someday.
All right, and that is it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a great time in the pit, in the garage, all that fun stuff. See you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Later!